Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm out shooting the Polestar 2. Now in yesterday's video I went around looking for different locations to use and shoot the car in, but the first location for today is Strumble Head here in Pembrokeshire. Polestar car, Lighthouse, should look pretty cool. Throughout this video I'm going to be using the GoPro to show you what I'm doing, running through the settings and stuff like that. If you're not subscribed already, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I do upload. Now all of this stuff I'm going to be editing with my presets. In the description there's a link, and if you're also interested there's a link to the music that I use as well. Okay, so I've thrown the 7200 f2.8 G Master on. I've got the Sony a7 IV Polestar Lighthouse. Roxanne's also here, hello. And I've also got the Polar Pro polarizer on, which is going to cut out those harsh highlights on the car. I'll link that below as well. I'm going to get a nice generic shot here just to kind of get started with at about 100mm, 1250th of a second, ISO 100. Okay, I can probably get a bit closer than that and maybe put the car on the left hand side of the frame a little bit more at 70mm. Okay, some nice compression. What I don't like about the UK number plates is they're so big and it takes up so much of the front real estate on the car, which, look at it, it looks terrible. I'm going to try and get like a detailed shot of maybe the emblem here, this thing, and then the lighthouse in the background maybe. I don't know if that's going to work with the 7200, but we shall try. Like, look at that, right? The shot would be sick without that bloody number plate. It looks terrible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the car, reposition it a little bit, have it kind of side on, so then I can get a side on shot of the lighthouse as well. Okay, all right, I'll try that where it is. It should be okay. Okay, so I've just repositioned it so I've got the front quarter in line with the lighthouse. I'm going to go at 70mm. Oh, that looks better, I think. Yeah, that looks nice. The only downside is, you can see this rocky area here. It's a lot more elevated than the actual car. So I might have to use maybe a 50mm or something and get a bit closer, potentially. I do have the 24-70 with me and the 14-24 and also at 85 prime. If you guys are interested in looking at the Polestar itself, or if you want to have a look at configuring one yourself, you can go to the configurator. There's in the link in the description. There's a little link you can go through and have a look if you're interested, because I quite like them. Definitely look a bit different. Now, I'm just looking at this road here. It is incredibly thin, but if I reverse down here, that would work, I think. If I came to the left hand side, have the car in there, yeah, let's try that. Okay, so I think this will be one of the last shots I'll get here, but that looks nice. Okay, so from the 24 on, still got the good old polarizer on. I just think 24 is going to give me more of an option. If I come down a little bit, come back a little bit, and we'll maybe go 35. Oh, in between 35 and 24 works, because I get no, we'll go 24. See how that looks. Just have a quick look in the viewfinder. Kind of works, I think. Such a great location though. Okay, right, we're going to move on to the next location and see what else we can shoot for the rest of the day before it gets rainy. Okay, so I've got to the next location, which is a cute little village called Solva. As you can see, it is pretty insane. It's a harbour village. Lots of fishing boats go out from here, and there's this lovely little slipway which I thought I could use. It is the next day, and today I'm chasing the rain because the rain is supposed to come in about an hour's time. So my anticipation here is I can use some of the elevation just to the right hand side on the rocks, maybe use some of those chains and stuff over there as some foreground potentially in a minute. But let's get going with a couple of shots just to get us started with. We're at 60th of a second. We've got a polarizer on, so we'll cut out those highlights. We're at f2.8, ISO 250. It's a very nice shot actually, and I think if I come back a little bit I could probably go to 70 and get some more foreground in there. Go up. That's quite nice, you know. It's very quaint. Right, let's have a look at these little chains here. So you've got all these chains here. The car does look quite cool there, doesn't it? Let's get a nice standard shot, 70mm. I might throw the 70-200 on. Oh, that is lovely, that is. Oh, are we in focus? Are we all good? We are, that is lovely. Actually generally really like that. Okay, right, I don't know how we're going to use the chains. I don't know how we're going to use the ropes. But it's thinking about it at the moment. Maybe if we come down, see there's like this little ledge here. If I can kind of go on that ledge, it might give me a bit of better perspective. 70mm. Yeah, that looks right. We could probably go down even further and onto the actual down there without falling over, obviously. That would be optimum, as he nearly falls over with his camera. Oh dear. This looks like a slippy nightmare, but we're gonna do it anyway. Wish me luck. If I fall, I'll leave it in, don't worry. Oh my good lord, that's so slippy. I mean, I know it's slippy, I grew up here, but Jesus. There we go. We are down. Oh, there we go. Okay, right. I want to get those lights back on. Yeah. I'm not sure actually, because this is actually quite a... I didn't realise how far down it was. So the perspective is a little bit off. So I might actually have to climb halfway up this seaweed to be able to get the shot that I want. One-handed rope climb, why not? There we go. And maybe actually that, no, one more. There we go. Got some ropage in the foreground. It's okay, it's not good. I don't know. Oh, you know, when you're taking photos, you're like, oh, that's sick, but you're not entirely sure if it is or not. If it's just like the location, or if it's actually the shot. I think it's a bit of both here. Sorry, this is me literally. Oh, there we go. Sorry, this is literally just rambling on about this shot. I think I might have to reposition it. But look at this place. I mean, I know we're here shooting a car, but let's get some... Oh, look at this. Beautiful. So peaceful as well. Granted, the piece is slightly crushed by me talking absolute crap to a camera. To myself. Completely. In this tiny harbour village. But that's what I do for a living, so there we are. Okay, it's a bit closer to the water now, so I can get actually down and get a nice kind of quarter shot, boat on the left hand side and the car on the right. Just going to tap to focus onto the car, so it pulls focus on the front right side of the car. That is actually quite a nice shot. I don't know why I'm saying it as if I'm surprised. Bit of elevation, yeah, this could be nice. Look at that. I mean, come on. I've been struggling all week to be able to shoot this car in a good situation, and I've been wanting to come here for a while, but it's been a very busy week. And the only time I could get free was this morning at 4:30. It's currently 5 AM, hence why there's no one. It's dead quiet. Ah, this is nice. I think this just might be one of my favourite shots of the car. Not ever, but just of the car in general. Maybe up here. A little bit of a... Oh, this is quite nice. I mean, I can see my bloody bottle in the center console. That's a bit annoying. Oh, I'm gonna have to move that. Parkour! Again, I still have that polarizer on, which obviously helps cut out those harsh highlights. So the other day I spoke about how actually living in a small county or small town is an advantage. And the reason I said that was because you get things like this. You don't get this in London. You don't get this natural beauty, this aesthetic vibe. You just don't get that. You get that obviously hustle and bustle and fast-paced living, and it's great. It looks great, but it's not all of the content. I would say it's maybe 40% of what content should be. And when you're here in a situation like this, you can't knock it, and you can't fault it. And I mean, maybe I'm not the best photographer in the world, but that right there, just sitting there next to the ocean, not whizzing around a city, is what it's about. Now, I think you'll agree, being in nature is something that we should all try to do more of, and I'm not going to push that narrative of you shouldn't live in a city, because me living in the city for 3 years actually was very beneficial, and there are aspects in which I miss about the city, and going out and shooting with other creatives freely and regularly is something that I do miss. But being here in the nature, in the countryside, being able to shoot a car in kind of like a different setting, not only improves my skills, but it also helps me like kind of create different content and think differently. And I think that's kind of what's important about creating content, is making sure there's, you know, diversity in the content that you're creating. We're going to look at the hashtag OpticalWander to see what you guys have been creating over the last couple of days to inspire me and also inspire you guys. Now, I use the hashtag OpticalWander over on Instagram, where you can put it in your caption and then I get to look at it and go through it on this page. Now, I've said it before, I'm trying to get this hashtag up to 500,000 posts by the middle of this year, and we're currently at 406,000, and we are pretty much halfway through the year, and it's incredible, to be honest with you, that there's that many posts on a hashtag that I created over 2 years ago, and it's incredible to go through and look at the content on there, and I do it on a daily basis to get inspired, because you guys are generally incredible. So whoever you are watching this, make sure you go out and shoot and enjoy it. Just pick up your camera and shoot anything today. It doesn't even have to be anything crazy. Just go out and enjoy. We're going to go to the most recents. We're going to do a little refresh and we're going to have a look through. So straight away, these top ones look insane. Like, we're on the most recents, but the top ones on the feed, like look at this portrait one. That's sick. The colors on this I really like. Nice street shot. Lots of car stuff in here. Really sick. This is nice. And going down a bit more, let's go with, that's different. What is going on here? Obviously it's a Photoshop edit, but it looks incredible. Going down a little bit more, we've got this one here, which is obviously in Canary Wharf in London. And then we've got, obviously it's the Queen's Jubilee here in the UK. Basically, it's a celebration of the Queen. And we're going to go through this little selection, lovely little selection of some umbrellas in the rain in London. This shot here of a car, I love the shadows, love that. Actually, that's really cool. I might do a photo about shadows in the future, in the next month or so, whenever I get some time. This is a nice aesthetic photo with the old film camera, really love that. Really great vibe. Okay, we'll pick one more. We'll do a little scroll down, scroll, and we'll pick one. I like this one. I like that this dude is just chilling, hanging out of the window. It's a great street shot, taken in Amsterdam, a place that I would love to visit at some point. It's on my list, but don't know when. Now, I've got the Polestar for another 2 days. Going to be creating some content, doing some vlogs, etc. here on the channel. And I've got a video coming out either tomorrow or the day after, talking about how I edit reels and how you guys can use best practices potentially to be able to use them as a photographer. And it is a hard transition, but I'm going to talk about that. So if you're interested, subscribe, notification bell, hit the like button, and comment down below. Anything at all, go for it. With all that being said, create more, stress less, and I'll see you in the next one.